We're having a Disney at home day, so if you're also missing the parks, this video is for you.
Top 3 restaurants on property.
Something's going on with Hannah Montana. A phantasmic girl, or are we a happily ever after girl? Are we ready to make some TOTCHOS? For the Joffrey's coffee this month. With berry and love beignets.
There's just something about that trip.
I like kind of buying my Disney merch when I'm actually down there. So for anyone who doesn't know, my name's Olivia, and I am a Disney World girly, but I do live in New York. But last year alone, I went to Disney 6 times, and then for the previous years, let's just say I went 4 times before that, so I have taken a total of either 10 or 11 trips down to Disney World. See, this video idea stemmed from a few things, but basically we did not renew our annual pass because last year was the only time we've ever owned an annual pass. But then because I got to be an annual pass holder last year, I got to experience actually making reels for the first time. Yes, of course we could do them at home, but I more wanted to gear them towards Disney World, and I just played around with a few things. However, I also did notice that with our time being limited down there, that I didn't want to super focus on making reels but still make Disney vlogs. But besides for content purposes, it's also the fact that we are simply not going to Disney. I'm not going to say for a long time because best believe we probably will be going at some point this year, but there are no current trips, and that sadness that you feel sometimes when you're not in a Disney park and you don't have a countdown, she definitely hits at points. And so this is where I thought of Disney at home. And I definitely have seen people's variations on doing this, and I thought it was kind of cool to also kind of branch in my own idea. Because this video is going to get broken down into 3 different topics, which is basically one, right now we are just going to chat about all things Disney, whether that's more kind of related to Disney World or even other Disney parks. And then just Disney movies, Disney TV shows, basically anything about that has been more recent news within the past month and a half, give or take. Then for part 2, we are going to be cooking a Disney inspired meal. And so again, for me personally, I do draw inspo from Disney World. And tonight we are going to be making some TOTCHOS from Hollywood Studios at Woody's Lunchbox. And I can't lie, I've been so excited to make this for the past 2 weeks. So we do have a little bit of modifications to the actual recipe that either Disney put out or that many people follow, but she's gonna be for dinner. But then for the last part of this video, I thought it was fun to truly just kind of go back to talking about Disney, but we're gonna do it questionnaire type style. And I did pop up a little Instagram question box last night. So I have a few questions there, but I also do have a few questions that I kind of want to throw in because I would love to just be able to talk even just about TV shows or the Marvel movies, you know what I mean? Any and all of that. Before we do jump into the first part of this video, I'm going to put the mic here because essentially every month I think it would also be fun to bring that Disney at home by trying some new Joffrey coffees. I do stutter that sometimes. So for the Joffrey's coffee this month, I have chosen Mickey Mouse Cup of Gold. And you can't tell me, it's so on theme for March. So in this one, we have an Irish treat with hints of caramel, chocolate, and vanilla. And it is given shaken Jamaican just a tiny bit because these are all kind of similar flavors in shaken Jamaican. But let's give her a whirl. I've been so excited to try this. Ooh, that is quite cool. Okay, I can't lie, I'm kind of bad at describing things sometimes, but I'm getting an aftertaste of, I don't know if it's vanilla or whatever the Irish treat could be. That is quite lovely. I also am low-key tasting some perfume I put on because, of course, today I had to just go out a little bit, wanting to feel like I'm in Disney World. So I do have my little Pandora charm that I only exclusively wear when I'm in the parks. But then I did actually put on some of the Disney body lotion that they have in the resort, and it just, smelling this automatically, again, brings you back. But to me personally, I have been only wearing the same thing exclusively in the park. I want to say, if not January, maybe May of last year. So I did spritz myself. So I really am having that memory of waking up and we're getting ready to walk out into the park or walk out for the evening. Oh my God. And it's so funny because like I so unintentionally started this because for whatever reason, I don't know why I chose this one. And then I only started to associate it, but it's so nice to have like a memory now with that scent and like to actually literally feel myself like transport back to that time. But let's see, for the coffee, I think I would give her... I think I'd give her like an 8 out of 10. I think I definitely did not put enough milk. Sugar, I think I'm fine. I think I just need a little bit more milk because it is a little bit... Oh my goodness, let me try to show you guys. It is a little darker than what I like. I'd like it ever so slightly lighter. But this is quite yummy. I wonder what Nick will think. And we will have Nick later in the video, of course, because Nick is my fiance and he is the only person I've ever traveled to Disney with besides Nick's parents. Because I totally said that. Forget him, we took his parents on a trip last year. And then we did meet up with one of our friends, Abby, that we met online. But I think it's time we jump into the first part of this video. So we are going to be talking about new things that have happened within like the past month or so. But I'm first going to start off actually with the Disney park related stuff, just because of course there's something always changing in a Disney park, whether it's something food related or just like theme park attraction. If it's like a random sign, like there's always something going on in the parks. And see, this first one definitely hit us quite hard because we did know in fact that Dinosaur, the ride in Animal Kingdom, was closing on February 2nd, and we were almost foolish and did fly down for the day, and we ultimately decided against it. I don't know why we both love that ride so much. Like, it's definitely like, that is Nick's, like, I'm gonna say top 3. I don't know if it is his #1 ride or was his #1 ride. Oh my god, RIP. But on that day, we did get to see that the wait time was easily anywhere between 220 minutes to 260 minutes, which I cannot do that quick math in my head, but what is that, like 4 or 5 hours? Let's do 260 divided by 60 minutes. Yeah, so basically 4.5 hours people were waiting in that line, which is so insane. But then it was kind of cool because the next day, Dr. Seeker, he showed up and essentially got to ride with like the cast members and take pictures with the cast members. So that was really cool, where I'm like, wow, what are the odds that the Dr. Seeker was like, you know what, I am gonna come back down to my ride. But see, now that we're on the topic of Animal Kingdom, we do have to mention, because again, we know we're not annual pass holders anymore, but the annual pass magnet that came out this past month was Nick and Judy Hopps. Let's just say that one stings ever so slightly because we really do love Zootopia and we do love Zootopia too. And our pass expired on January 23rd, I think. And then the AP pass came out, I want to say the first week of February. So it just stung a little extra getting to see them reveal it and then see everybody pick it up. But you know, it's quite all right. What we low-key can kind of hope for, because for whatever reason they decided to do this in December. On our December trip, they essentially brought back 3 magnets from 2024. So me and Nick totally collected them. But maybe in 2027 they'll do the same thing if there's extras. So never know. They also decided to basically bring a brand new sweet treat to Port Orleans, which was, hold on, let me actually get the photo because I don't want to mess up the actual title of it. They came out with Berry in Love beignets, which was raspberry sugar dusted beignets with marshmallow sauce. The thing is, I am such a raspberry girl to my core. Like raspberry flavored anything I am just obsessed with. So the minute I saw those, I was like, ooh, this also just personally just sting me, because I'm like, I really wish I could have one of those beignets right now, even though I've actually never even been to Port Orleans to try one of the beignets, just period. But you know, we also do one day actually want to try the spooky beignets. I can't remember what's on those. I want to say it's like cookies and cream and something else, but those only come out around Halloween time and they look so phenomenal. I think that's what we're waiting for. Like, we're waiting for that time of the year so that we can try the classic and then like the spooky ones. But who knows, maybe this year, hopefully we get to try them. I don't know. Also, how do we feel about the castle switching its colors? Because here's the thing, we started going to Disney in 2021. So for us, I want to believe they already had painted the castle like the pink and the purple. I really don't think it was like the old colors, but essentially, as we know, they are switching it back to the classic. I want to say it's white, blue, and gray. And I feel like I'm going to be the only one that's saying it, but I am not too crazy for it. Like, I totally believe it's going to be so gorgeous, but I feel the pink, purple, and the yellow, or the pink, purple, and the gold just made it look much more, I'm gonna say magical, in the sense that it had those bright colors over it being a dimmer castle. But in this moment now, I'm wondering too, because if they're gonna put the old colors back on, does that mean they're gonna bring back whatever the icicle show was around Christmas time? Because I've seen photos of that and that looks gorgeous. And maybe they haven't done it because they knew what they were doing for this. But the castle's only halfway done, so I'm gonna say it'll probably be done in like a week or two, because they kind of low-key got through it so quick, which I'm not really shocked, because let's be real, Disney can get something done so quick, but then for other things they can take forever sometimes. But it's okay, we love them regardless. And then today something actually kind of cool happened. So in Hollywood Studios, I can't remember what it was called before, but what's now going to be like, I guess like the new animation courtyard or whatever it was, like right next to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I know there's going to be like other experiences, like, you know, there's the Little Mermaid. I want to say there's going to be like certain meet and greets, but they just announced like today that apparently Olaf is going to be teaching everybody how to draw certain Disney characters. Essentially like how in Animal Kingdom at the conservation station, they had like the same thing where you can draw and it's different characters like each hour. I think this is quite exciting because apparently Josh Gad, the voice of Olaf, he sat down and like pre-recorded like all the different characters and how each is going to be like a different like way of talking, I guess. But he's so perfect working for Disney too. I'm sorry, he always brings so much to the character. Like, what did he do? I know he's been like a skipper before, worked in Haunted Mansion. I mean, besides Frozen. Oh yeah, I forgot, he also did the Frozen in, is it Hong Kong or Tokyo? It is Hong Kong, but I think they're also opening one in Paris. Or maybe it is open. Maybe that actually just happened recently too. No, the Paris one is opening March 29th. That's quite exciting. Whoa. Oh, I also totally forgot to point out, my outfit today is given Hollywood Studios, if we can't tell, because I know I already showed the bracelet and like my little perfume that is triggering my memory, but my shirt today is given Hollywood Studios, of course, because we are making the Touchable tonight. But see, then for some TV and movie updates, something's going on with Hannah Montana, because on March 23rd, I guess there's gonna, oh no, March 24th, there's gonna be an announcement. But everyone's thinking it's either going to be a world tour or it's going to be like a movie. It could totally maybe also be like a mini series. Who knows? I'm quite excited to see what happens with Miss Hannah Montana. And truly, I also know something happened with Hilary Duff. I think she announced a tour, but I did not really watch Lizzie McGuire growing up. That's probably something I should consider watching. Let me know if we think I should start it, because I've only ever heard good things about Lizzie McGuire too. Ooh, and then we do have something else exciting. I forgot. Milo Mayhem. He is playing Flynn Rider, which I personally think is probably the best casting I've ever seen, because I've heard some people don't think he looks like Flynn Rider, but to me he looks like a perfect like facial structure, the hair, and even just like his charisma, like it's totally given Flynn Rider. I'm assuming that movie's going to be out in like 2 years. We have literally no updates except for the fact that he is cast as Flynn Rider, and then this girl named Tegan Croft is going to be playing Rapunzel. So I think they are going to absolutely just slay in that movie. I see it being so amazing, and I cannot wait for it to come out. And then one I'm not too crazy for, but it is exciting to kind of see it, is the new Toy Story 5 movie. And from what I'm kind of remembering from the trailer is that essentially, you know, with technology nowadays, a lot of kids, and even like growing up, like I know like we had like iPads and like phones introduced and computers, but basically like, you know, the games on the iPad are starting to take over actual physical toys, which is kind of a cool concept, honestly. Like for them to make like another movie, this was a genius way to go about it. But they also did make Woody go bald, which is kind of criminal, but so funny too at the same time. I just did a quick little search. That comes out June 19th. So that's also going to be a very packed movie theater, and you'll probably catch me watching that either when it gets on to Disney Plus, or I would say like a month after it's out, because I'm okay not being like rushed in with everybody for that weekend. But Rapunzel, you can get me. And then our last topic actually for the new things I saw this month is going to be merch, but I'm not going to throw pictures up, and I can't lie, I know I'm missing a few things that I saw, but I do remember a few things. So the first thing that I saw, which was so pretty, is this Walt Disney World like brown but like cream colored write-in that says like Walt Disney World, and it's so chic. And if I was down in the parks, I totally would have bought her. I want to say it's still on Shop Disney as we speak, but I have no plans on buying her. I like kind of buying my Disney merch when I'm actually down there, but that set is just like so cute. And they also actually came out with like old school Disney merch. Like they have all the characters like lined up in the front, and they have it on bags, cups, shirts, spirit jerseys, possibly sweaters. But honestly, it's given like early 2000s Disney merch, and it looks so fun. So same thing, if I was down in the parks, you best believe I would have picked me up something within that line, because they actually, oh my god, yes, they did have a reusable bag. And if we know me too, I will always be picking up one of the reusable bags, whether it's Halloween related, Christmas, or just in general, because I love to use them at home when I'm grocery shopping, so I can have that little bit of Disney always with me. And then something that I will be picking up potentially in the next week or so, because I did finally get to smell the new products. But Bath & Body Works did come out with another princess line, and I don't think they repeated princesses, but they came out with Snow White, Belle, Tiana, and Aurora, and then like some like fairy ever after scent. And oh my god, I can only imagine how amazing the launch was last year, because I also did not actually sniff those, but Tiana and Belle, and even Mulan, I forgot Mulan is also in this drop. They smell so amazing. And I definitely think in the next week, potentially, I will be having a Tiana's candle in this apartment, because it smells so amazing. But I'm also really hoping to find, oh my god, I forgot another princess. I forgot Rapunzel is also in this drop. So Rapunzel has a little hand sanitizer holder, but it has like the little flower symbol on it. And same thing, I simply want her. But see, I should have went into the stores last year, because they dropped Moana last year, and she is ultimately my favorite Disney princess. And I don't know, I never made it in, and I kind of am regretting it, because I would have probably gotten, I don't want to say any of her scents, because I definitely like to make sure I like a scent. But if she had like a little hand sanitizer holder, I would have gone home with that. That probably was so cute if they even had it last year. So now, of course, there was probably so many other things that happened within this past month, but this is what I personally, little bits and pieces, what I heard throughout the past month of February and like kind of midway through January. And we know there's going to be so much more to be coming out just for the rest of the year, each month, honestly, each week. And it's so exciting. Like, I love that I have a little niche that is so cool, and there's always something new and exciting to look upon. But I think I want Nick to come in now and actually give his review on our Joffrey's coffee, only because he is home today, because we do have a little crazy blizzard going on, which don't even get me started on. So let's just call Nick in and see what he thinks. Hello, Nick.
Hello.
You look so cozy.
I am so cozy. I don't normally wear stuff like this, but it's so comfy.
Okay, I already told everybody that we are home today because of this crazy blizzard that we had.
Yeah, I know, but it's so funny.
It looks fine.
Everything's gone, so we barely got any snow, and I got the day off.
All right, I'm still gonna hold the mic. You can retry the coffee, and then give your ranking. Only because I actually really do like it. I can't figure out what that last note is. I don't know if that's whatever Irish treat is, or if that's vanilla.
Yeah. Tastes the same as when I tasted it out there. Horrible.
You don't like it?
No, this is bottom of my list.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't get much from this straw.
Because, okay, he did try, because truly with the snow, it was too loud to start recording earlier, but I didn't know his reaction. Yeah. I can't believe you don't like it.
It's not for me.
What?
I don't know. That's not for me. I don't care for it.
That's so sad.
When I tasted it out there, it tasted like just burnt coffee, and I was like, I almost went, ugh.
I don't even taste burnt. I taste chocolate and then like vanilla.
Well, see, to me, it's watered down now. Before, it wasn't.
I don't know. I think it low-key tastes like shaken Jamaican.
Don't you dare disrespect. Jamaican.
Why don't you get the jar and just try a sip straight out the try it black. Let's see if you're still a hater.
Not a hater, I'm just honest.
I can't believe you don't like it. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked. Like, the fact that you like the Valentine one over this one is insane, knowing the Valentine one has coconut.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is gonna be really weird. This smells like Italian food. This smells like a mix of pizza and like maybe penne alla vodka.
No.
Am I having a stroke? No.
Really?
No, there's a no for me.
Wow. That sucks.
Well, hey, more for you.
More for me, I guess. That's so
In terms
wild.
of all the ones we've tried so far, I'd put that at the very bottom. I'd put that below the beignet, the Tiana blend, because I wasn't a huge fan of that one either. Hello. I'd put that at the very bottom.
No.
Yeah.
What was the other one that we tried that I didn't like?
The Prince.
Oh, the gingerbread. I didn't like the gingerbread one.
That one I liked. I like that one quite a bit. I would probably put this at the very bottom, the Tiana beignet blend, the that one, the gingerbread one, the Valentine. No, you know what? I might put the Valentine's Day above my shaken Jamaican.
Are you serious?
Maybe a little bit, just in terms of like actual flavor in just a black coffee. But I still love my shit. It depends on the day.
Oh my god, I just so realized we're also seeing our magnificent wall. That was for Nick's birthday. That's in another vlog. So in a little bit, we're going to be cooking our tachos for dinner. But in the meantime, we're just going to watch some Disney vlogs. I think we should watch ours, our Hollywood Studios one. Just because today's is a Hollywood Studios type of day. But don't get me wrong. If Epcot so happens to also play in the background, I won't complain. So we'll catch you in a little bit. It's only like 4. I think we'll start cooking in like an hour, give or take. But we're going to show everyone the recipe that we're going to do because, like I said, we are going to tweak it ever so slightly. But it's going to still be just scrumptious regardless. So I think for now, like I said, let's put some Disney vlogs on.
Okay.
So this is us from our January video. And this was the first time I ever tried the grilled cheese. Or was it actually the second time? I'm so blanking.
I think it's the second time.
First time I tried the tomato soup. That's why I'm thinking the first time. That tomato soup is kind of good, though, I will say. It's definitely better than, like, the Pop Eats one. Because, I'm sorry, that one that we tried from Festival of the Arts,
that was horrible.
it really was
That
horrible.
was watered down and just full of salt.
Let me know in the comment, are we a Fantasmic girl or are we a Happily Ever After girl? Because as much as I love Fantasmic, I am a Happily Ever After girl, I will say. Nick, what about you? Are you a Fantasmic girl or a Happily Ever After girl?
No, I'm happily ever after. I love Fantasmic, but you can't beat it.
Is there anything you're currently missing in Hollywood Studios specific and you can't say around to represent that's your answer?
Damn it. The yuca fries.
No. I know my answer. You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
I'm currently missing Toy Story Mania. Like, specifically, walking in the queue and, like, waiting to get into a vehicle. Because...
You miss losing?
What are you trying to start beef for? Like,
I ain't
this
starting.
early in the day.
I ain't starting beef. It's been here since day one.
You know, I still beat you in Buzz Lightyear. And when they open
Yeah, that's not
the
as
new
important.
range, like when you can hand hold a gun,
Yeah,
I'm also beat you.
And you won't know where the new galactic hero spots are.
Trust me, I'll find it before you. Don't worry.
Yeah, because you'll cheat. She likes to cheat. She can't win fair and square.
Please, you can't either. I know you've looked up cheat sheets.
No, I genuinely have never looked up a cheat sheet. I am just that good.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me your favorite or not your favorite? You're gonna tell me what you're looking forward to? Oh, wait, what? Not looking forward to. Alright, go. What are you missing currently from Hollywood?
I don't know. Because you said I can't say Oronto rap.
No, Nick, there's Tower Terror.
Okay, no, actually, no, I am really missing Ogas. I'm really missing
good choice.
Ogas.
Good choice.
A drink, that bread, the atmosphere. I wish Ogas didn't have a time limit. Not that we've ever gone over the time limit, but I just wish we had a little more time and it wasn't like a 2-drink limit. If I could pound like 5 fuzzy tauntauns, wait a second. I didn't mean it like that. If I could drink 5 fuzzy tauntauns back to back, and then walk out into Hollywood a little tipsy doodle, I would.
I think we should do it at night next time. I think, because that's something we've never done. Like, we've never done all the Hollywood rides at night. That seems like it would be cool.
We've never done Oga's at night. Yeah, exactly. We've done Oga's first thing in the morning, which I also really like.
All right, well, I guess we know. We have a solid plan now when we book the next trip, whenever that is.
When you're the last person in Oga's, and it's like, hey, if you guys are closing, could we just keep getting drinks? And the bread, I want that bread so bad.
The bread is so phenomenal.
The bread and the cheese dip.
I don't know what we're waiting for, everyone. You got to try it, especially if you like savory, spicy food, because it's a tiny, 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 tiny bit spicy, but it's just so yummy.
How tiny?
Tiny.
Isn't there cheese already in the center of the bread, and then you get extra cheese on the side?
No, it was a sweet dipping sauce that I did not enjoy.
It didn't taste sweet to me. Either way, spicy cheese bread, bueno.
So we have a very important TV show to put on while we cook. Does anyone have a guess? Is that a hint?
We're watching everything on Disney Plus.
Are they not called Mickey cartoons?
No, I'll show you. Keep going. Down there in the corner.
I see her. Which one to watch? Ooh, wow, there's a lot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's say season 4. Swimming hole? You just wanted the first one?
I know they play the same ones on repeat all the time, but I love them so much.
There's just a hole where the swimming hole should be. Looking for this? He's stealing the whole dang swimming hole. You can't do that. Hey, there ain't no law against stealing.
Yeah, there is.
All right, are we ready to make some tachos?
I am!
I am too!
Damn, I guess only 2 people showed up to class.
Well, it's a good thing you guys are here. We get to teach you how to make it today.
All the people are out there.
Yeah.
Hey, can you see? I'm not gonna do this. This is stupid.
For the ingredients today, what we need is tater tots. And I can't lie, we just took the tater tots from Walmart. They say seasoned, so hopefully they don't have so much seasoning on it, knowing that we're putting extra in. I doubt it too.
They say seasoned, it's barely salt and pepper. I think they just put seasoned on the packaging.
And then we did take out some ground beef, so we took out this much. I don't know how much this much is. Maybe this is 2 pounds. Maybe it's not. Then we have a whole can of crushed tomatoes. We have a little can of tomato sauce. We have an onion to put inside of the meat, but knowing you're probably also going to sprinkle a little bit on top. All right, so this is how we're tweaking it a little bit besides seasoning, but instead of making queso, we really actually do enjoy this queso from Target. We randomly, I don't know if we tried it when we were working there or if we just tried it one day and was like, wait a minute, actually. So we don't really want to switch this out, so we were very content with her. But then we also have some sour cream. And then we have some green onion. And then here she is.
Clancy's.
Yes, this is Aldi's brand, but we do have some corn chips. And then lastly, actually, I will show the spices. So we have some onion powder, cayenne pepper. We have ground cumin, ground mustard.
Ground mustard.
Yes. Garlic powder, and then chili pepper. Wait.
Chili powder.
Powder, oops, along with salt and pepper. But all of these extra spices is from Shay Spencer. He is a TikToker that just does cooking videos, but I saw he added more spices, which I know is up our alley more, because the actual Disney website I want to say they only put chili, onion, salt, pepper, and maybe cumin.
That's not enough.
Yeah, but we also are not doing beans because honestly we're not kind of crazy for that. But he did put beans in his. However, we are not putting beans in ours.
Can you say beans one more time?
Beans.
Thank you.
Before we cook the tater tots, we're actually going to start with the sauce because you have to cook the ground beef, you know, drain it and whatnot, and then you put the tomatoes in. Then it's the seasonings. And as that's cooking, that's like 20 minutes. That's when I think we should put in the tater tots.
Okay, I'm gonna cut up the onion first so then we can
Yes,
throw it in
please.
so it gets nice and soft.
Yes. Now she's gonna simmer for 20 minutes and then she will be done, but now we're gonna move on to the tater tots, which is literally the easiest thing. Everyone has their preferred way of cooking, either french fries or just like bacon. We prefer to air fry, but if you want to bake them, you can, or if you want to fry them in oil, you can. But for us, we are gonna throw these little puppies into our air fryer for, I say, because it cooks quick in the air fryer, but I would say like 15 minutes and we'll keep an eye on it. Ready? Cheers. Yum. To assemble your tacho bowl, you need a bowl, clearly.
It's essential.
Once you have filled it with your actual tater tots, next you are going to add your meat mixture.
Did you say meat mixture?
I did.
It's chili.
I know. Okay, I think people put the corn chips next. I don't remember. I'm gonna crack them a little bit, I think, though.
You gotta.
Okay, so a little bit of that. Next, I'm going to do some queso. The best queso in the world. Kind of can't really put the sour cream like anywhere crazy.
I really don't remember there being queso on this in the parks.
I don't either, but that's what he said. I think. Oh, it's also like a cheese sauce, but we're choosing to do queso, I think. And then you top her off. Oh my god, no you don't. Cut it, cut it. I so messed up. You put a little bit of cheese on top. That's what you do. Before you do the green onion. Last step. A little bit of that green onion. Are we in Hollywood Studios or what? Wow, they look so yummy.
I'm so excited.
Moment of truth. Are we in Hollywood Studios? You gotta get a little bit of everything. Okay. Our queso is coming in strong.
I also gotta be honest. I can remember the last time I actually had this kind of tacho bowl from Hollywood, so I don't remember the flavor very much. But either way, this is delicious.
It's really good. Wait, oh my god. Then a sip of your Diet Coke. Wow, phenomenal. This tastes so good. Low key, it's kind of spicier than Disney World, I feel.
Oh,
I
it's
also don't
spicier.
remember it totally, but this is definitely spicier. But this tastes honestly so amazing.
Yeah, either way, even if we weren't Disney people, this is still really good.
So, now we're going to turn on a Disney movie. Nick has given me the choice to pick it, and I am unsure what we're going to pick, but let's go sit down on the couch, pick our Disney movie, and enjoy our little Woody's Lunchbox touchable. I didn't even think. It should be Toy Story. Which Toy Story, though?
I don't know. I don't have strong feelings on Toy Story one way or another. I've only really ever seen
Wait, why does that say Toy Story 5 already?
Because it's like a preview. Let's do Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
I sort of remember her.
Whoa!
Situation?
Yeah, lost toy side yard.
Go, go. Raise the blinds.
They have names. You never told me that.
You never asked.
It's me and you, boy.
Can we go back to Bonnie now? I don't see your friend.
Yeah, okay. She's not in here. Come on, let's go.
Dinner was so gas.
Oh my god.
It
I want to
was-
make that again.
I can't even lie. I feel like I don't even rank stuff 10 out of 10. That was like a 10 out of 10 meal. That was so delicious.
That was amazing.
And like the fact that it was like a little spicy too. I don't know.
Oh, I love that it's spicy.
It just made it so
I'm
good.
so good about the beans too.
Mm-hmm.
I like it as is. Just tater tots are so versatile.
Mm-hmm. This honestly, not that it'll be in the rotation, but I think she's gonna be definitely something that we can add every once in a while, a little sprinkle.
Oh yeah.
If there's any specific Disney food that we are curious to see, I mean, drop it in the comment, because granted, we could do Disney food, we could do Disney drinks. I mean, Disney dessert is Disney food, but you know what I mean? Drop in the comments if there's anything specific that we're maybe curious to see. But we are now going over our little Q&A. Oops, I guess it was right here. So over on Instagram, I did put up a little question box, and we did get a few little questions. And I can't lie, I did add a few questions of my own too, just to, you know, yap on and on and on and on.
To give it some zhuzh and sparkle.
Top 3 restaurants on property, because I did get a question about our favorite restaurant on property, and then I did have one that said like rank your favorite restaurants and drinks. So don't worry, we'll get all right into that. Our number 1 is simply Ohana, because listen, I know she gets hate, but we don't know what pre-COVID Ohana was, and we both find just the meals so amazing. The price is not amazing, we do know that. But like even Tamboo Lounge was fun, but I think missing out on like the actual chicken and like the beef and just like the Ohana, like all like, you know, the bread service.
Oh god, the Ohana bread. It makes me so upset that I can't find like a copycat recipe for that online, because I would learn how to make that, but I'm also like, nah, let that be something special. But their steak, the steak.
I love the chicken.
Have we ever told them?
I don't think we have. Is that the time?
I think we have to confess. So when we went in May with my parents, what was that? It was our split day. When they did their own thing, we did our own thing. We went to Ohana that night.
This is so embarrassing.
Who
to tell.
cares? Who cares? It's almost a year ago now. Oh my god, that's insane. Anyway, I didn't know that you couldn't take like leftovers to go.
Only because I guess it's been an on and off thing with Ohana that you can take stuff to go and then you can't. And so this time around, you couldn't.
But we weren't super stuffed, but like we were like, man, like we still got food here. We want to take it. So that was the day I actually got her the bracelet here.
My goodness,
That's
shaky.
okay. That was the day I got her the bracelet here. So she had like a tiny little bag with the charm in it. So we took that out. Was it just one piece or two?
I think it was one.
How they have like the boneless chicken thighs, the nice season. When no one was looking, I just emptied the bag and with my bare hand just shoved a piece of chicken in the merch bag.
But see, it was basically clean. Almost.
I mean, hey, the chicken
But-
was already cooked.
We did all of that for me to forget and not even eat the chicken. That's what's worse.
Yeah, but it's the fact that we did that. We paid the bill. We left our tip, and we walked out of there with our elbows high, with a bag of chicken.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It smelled great though as we walked
Like,
away.
if we want to just be smart about it this time, we should just bring Ziploc bags. It's that simple. Put it in a Ziploc bag. You know what I
Put
mean?
them in a Ziploc bag. That or, we just don't keep ordering more food to the
But
table.
the chicken is phenomenal, and for the price you pay, there's no reason we should be wasting that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Even though I'm saying this, I so wasted that chicken after asking you to put it in a bag.
Well, that's why I loved when we went to Tamboo Lounge, because that was perfect. We still got
That
a
was
drink,
good.
we got the noodles, and we got the pot stickers. It was like we still got a taste for a fraction of the price.
Our second most favorite restaurant. Oh wait, is it yours or is it mine? 'Cause I
It's-
think ours would be. Okay. Anyway,
No, just go
so
with it.
the next one we have is Via Napoli because the pizza, it's just so good.
It's indescribable.
Because it's not New York style pizza, but it's taste.
It's also amazing.
Yeah, the spaghetti meatballs was not amazing. But
Yeah,
the pizza
that wasn't
was
great. I still want to try that melon pizza
I do
one day,
too.
but I also don't want to get like a whole
Maybe we get like 2 personals when that time comes.
or
No. Then lastly, we do have the Boathouse because truly, same thing. The food is just so fresh there. And granted, I feel like, I only ever get the filet mignon sliders. You always get the shrimp and andouille mac and cheese. But it's just such a pretty environment. Like, granted, we have never sat outside, but even inside, like, it's very fun. And
Yeah,
it fits
it's
like
like-
the vibe of like a sea town, maybe. I don't know if that's like the right way to describe it.
a beach town.
But the food is just so amazing.
It's classy enough to where it's like we're gonna go have a nice meal, but you also don't feel like, ooh, I'm gonna feel out of place if I show up in a Mickey t-shirt and shorts.
Next time we should request them to sit outside. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be really nice.
And then now for our top drinks. We do have, actually funny enough, 2 alcoholic each and then 1 regular.
Non-alcoholic.
So for my 2 alcoholic, I wrote violet sake because I'm sorry, I feel no reason to explain that one. It's just, we've said it so many times.
Yeah.
But then my second favorite is actually the Fuzzy Tauntaun from Oga's Cantina because she's a unique drink, and to have the experience of like it tingle like the top of your lip and like your tongue, you're like, whoa. But it's so good. What is it, pineapple, right? I'm saying.
It's mostly pineapple.
Yeah,
it's such
I
a
like
tasty
pineapple.
drink, and I've never tasted alcohol in it.
But then I think we all know what my favorite non-alcoholic drink is because we all know it's Joffrey's iced tea. But how many times do I repeat myself when I mention the red raspberry iced tea from Animal Kingdom?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. So those are my drinks. Now, Nick, who are you?
Okay, my 2 alkies are are the Avatar beer, the beer I always get in at Pongu Pongu. It's the Moara High Country Ale. I always used to call it the Pale Ale, and I was like, that's wrong. I've never had the other one, the Hawks Grog Ale. I've kind of just resided. I never want to try it.
Why?
Because part of me is really afraid, like, what if it's really good and then I don't want to get the other one again?
You will, though.
But I'm also like, what if it's really bad and then I just spent the money on the beer? Because look what happened with Fantasmic. I got the grapefruit beer, which was my first mistake.
We did not vlog this. I did a little and then we just scratched it.
Yeah, it was in August. I was like, well, let me try something new. We went to sit down to see Fantasmic, and I got that beer. It is the worst beer I've ever tasted. But I was like, I just spent the money on it. I need to drink at least 3/4 of it, which I did. I was proud of that, and it was
just tossed it.
absolutely disgusting. But the Pongu Pongu beer, that's my favorite. My second alky is shockingly the Ottawa apple, which has really climbed on my list over the past year with all the trips we went on.
This one did shock me.
It's just, it's so good. It's so refreshing. It gives enough of that alcoholic kick, but it's a tasty kick. It's not like that burn where you gotta soldier through it. So I love the Ottawa apple. And then my third is the blue milk, because I know that also gets like some, not hate, but a lot of people are like about it. I think
that's
it's
me.
delicious. It is the weirdest consistency of a drink I've ever had. It's not a slushy, but it's not milk. It's like it's silk. It's a mushy.
No, it's not. No, it's like
It's like a shirt. It's like
Yes,
melted
sherbet.
shirt. It's like
There we go.
melted
That's what we
sherbet.
describe it. That's what I'm like. What do you mean when you're saying
I was trying
silk?
to combine milkshake and
Smoothie?
slushy.
Oh, slushy.
So it's either gonna be silk or
It's milk.
or a smilk. Ew.
Our next question is our top Disney memory from last year. And we both agreed very quickly when we heard this question because it easily was my birthday. Not because it was my birthday, but just because that trip, like, we missed our flight. Everything was within, okay, originally it was supposed to be like 24, 48 hours, and then it ended up being a 3-day weekend. So
Yeah,
that was
and
kind
it
of
was
fun.
a 72-hour trip.
But I feel like we experienced so many new things on that trip.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, it was so blistering hot, but it also was such a vibe. Like, it was like just like perfect, like sunny, no cloud. It didn't rain, right?
No, it didn't rain your birthday trip.
Wait, oh no, it didn't. But I don't know. There was just something about that trip that just truly, it felt so fun. And of course, we met Miss Abby. I always have to mention that, but it's so true because it was so fun being able to almost a frolic.
Frolic?
Frolic, that's the word to look for, around MK, just doing so many new and fun things.
Yeah, we all had a great time. And even before that night when we all met up, I have like a great memory of us driving to the airport that morning because we had gone. I mean, if you've watched the video, we went to a new airport, a really small one, and it's such a crazy memory driving because it was the middle of the night. We were utterly exhausted getting up that early. We like stopped at a gas station to use the bathroom quick, get a coffee. It was just such like a weird, fever dreamy memory. It was so much fun. And then obviously, like we said, we all had a blast that night, missing our plane,
That was wild.
which I still say is a group mistake.
Abby disregard.
It's all three of our faults. You saw the phone.
But it's like we wanted to go to Animal Kingdom so bad.
And then we got the
did.
chance.
And then we did. That was just so
I just
fun.
love how we're just bip-bopping around Epcot without a care in the world. Meanwhile,
So bad.
they're probably over the intercom calling for us.
Whoever is watching our sitcom, I just want to know how they responded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet y'all had a blast watching us.
That was hilarious.
We did keep this from each other because the next question is, what is our favorite Guardian songs ranked from worst to the best?
Okay.
So are we going to both do like 6 and then 5? Okay. My number 6 is One Way or Another.
My number 6 is Disco Inferno.
Okay. My number 5 is Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
My number 5 is One Way or Another.
My number 4 is Disco Inferno.
My number 4 is Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
My number 3 is September.
My number 3 is also September.
Let me guess, your number 2 is Iran? No!
No. My number 2
Stop
is
it!
my number 2 is Conga.
No way. Well, my number 2 is Iran because my number 1 is Conga.
And my number 1 would be Iran.
Wow. I'm kind of shocked how high Disco Inferno is on my list, but I think we've gotten it so many times at this point. I do low-key vibe to it to a degree.
I know, I just like it every single time
I
we
know, but I love singing "Burn, Baby, Burn." Like that's like I
get it.
just vibe to it in that part.
I don't like it. If anything, I like the part that's not the chorus, the actual, whatever the name of the part of a song that's called that's not the chorus. I don't care for it.
Oh.
Anytime that drum beat starts, I'm like, yay, as we shoot back.
So I can't remember the reason I wrote One Way or Another. That's because I've only gotten it once, or was it everybody? We've only gotten Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
We've
once.
only gotten Everybody Wants to Rule the World once, but even so, I put that at 4 because that's just such a different vibe of a song. I also just miss it because we only got it the one time. I want to experience it again.
Next is new resort you want to see on our next trip.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I wrote, I almost said Riverside. That is not it. I want to see Port Orleans. Oh, what is it? If it's not Riverside, French Quarter. Yes, thank you. This past month with them coming out with the berry beignets, I've kind of just been like, okay, we've always wanted to try the spooky beignets. I just really want to like take the riverboat and like be there, going back and forth. It seems like such a vibe. So that definitely has been like been crawling on my list.
I'm only on the fence about the beignets because after trying the Tiana's
They're
ones,
different though, I think. I think they're just sugar and beignet, not honey.
It was just so disappointing. Unless we got a bad batch of beignets, but it
No,
was
no, no,
literally
it's-
just all air.
It was. Oh, you didn't mind the honey? Because that's what I was gonna say.
I
think
didn't
it's
care
just
for
the
I
honey.
didn't care for the honey, but it was also, I mean, when we bit into it, it was all air.
It was hollow. Well, I'm pretty sure that's how the Mickey ones are, though, too.
Like I said, I could be wrong. Mine is honestly Wilderness Lodge, only because, if I'm being honest, I've kind of seen all the resorts I want to see, and Wilderness Lodge is also like a big, grand one, because it looks so beautiful on the inside with all the carvings and everything, kind of like Animal Kingdom Lodge, but I guess more brightly lit, because Animal Kingdom Lodge is very dim.
Yeah.
Have you ever
It's a little
noticed
scary.
that?
Trying to go through the hallways.
You walk in the lobby and it's like dark.
We got really lost trying to find those
Oh my
zebra
God.
domes. Like, no joke. It probably took us like a solid 10 minutes to find.
It was longer than
place.
that. We were going inside, outside,
was so
going up and
confusing.
down on floors, and it was like, we can't find this place. And then the scary bacon man. The scary bacon man.
I forgot about him. That was funny.
It smells like Applewood smoked bacon in here.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Sort of the last question, because I feel like this one kind of can tie into like other Disney questions now too. But I wrote down favorite Mickey and Friends character. I think it comes to no shock when I say the Mickey Mouse. I just think, again, I've expressed it so many times. He's iconic, and I love him, and I really feel like that's all I can really say on that. So, your turn.
Mine, when you say Mickey and Friends, I'm basing this off of the Mickey cartoons that play in the resorts, the really unhinged, hysterical cartoons that they have. And I feel like I have to go with Goofy because he's just so stupidly dumb and he makes me laugh all the time. But also, Mickey is incredibly sarcastic in those cartoons. They're all funny.
They are. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, they all
The
have their own...
The resort ones specific, because obviously there's so many different, Mickey cartoon series. The ones at the resort specifically are so unhinged and crazy, and I adore them so much. I have to go Goofy. Minnie is also hysterical because she is so ditzy and so just like...
I liked having a little Disney day. This was quite fun.
This was
and it was fun to honestly film and get excited for, and then truly just smell the smells, make the food that's like related to the park, rewatch our Disney vlogs. It just makes you want to book a trip even sooner. Disney World, if you're watching, we always missed you. Trust, we always do.
It's bad.
It really
It's
is
real bad, man.
It's a really good thing we don't have an annual pass, because they get you in trouble. Like, the amount of times we went last year was so fun and
sorry.
so worth it. The minute I felt, I was like, it's okay. I've
Sorry.
hit this table like 6 times already. But it's okay. We know we will go this year at some point, so that's all that matters. It's just, there's certain days where it really just hits, where it's like, wow, what I would do to be on a certain ride or eat certain food, or even just be on like a Disney bus or the Skyliner,
Yeah, but I think it's good to have a bit of a break to appreciate it.
See, now that it's nighttime, I can like literally, if I go spray perfume or go smell it, I can literally close my eyes and think about being in like a Disney resort. Well, not a Disney resort, Pop Century. So being in the room and just like, taking my shoes off, my feet are swollen, taking my ears off, jumping in the shower, having the Mickey cartoons already playing, and it's AC freezing in the room, but then we go under the blanket.
And then you wake up and you feel just so
sick.
so dead, but you're like, well, let's get up and do it all over again. I don't know if anybody else does that. I personally, I'll leave the TV on while we're out for the day.
Oh, not that. I thought you were going to say, like at night when we're sleeping.
Well, that too, but like...
I love waking up to it, though. It's okay.
Oh, it's so great. But like, when we wake up in the morning, if the TV's on, or I'll turn it on, and then we get ready and we leave, I'll leave the TV on during the day, and you're always like, shouldn't we turn the TV off? And my go-to response is always, we're not paying the electricity bill.
You're letting the ears watch TV because we don't bring stuffed animals.
No,
So
literally.
you let
We're
them.
letting the spirits or whatever watch the TV. I just do it honestly because it's like, I want to walk back in and we already got the cartoons playing. Because I'm so lazy.
I can't lie. I
go.
guess I never noticed that you left the TV on. I totally know what you mean. Now.
I
I'm
leave
like,
it
oh,
on
wait.
all the time.
Oh my god, that's so bad. Well, thank you for joining on a cute little Disney day. I really do think this should become a series. I think she is quite fun to relive, in a way, just Disney experiences, you know?
Yeah, I just had an idea. I'm going to tell you off camera, though, so we don't spoil it for the people.
If we want to chat in the comments about anything Disney, by all means, trust, I will go yapping back and forward with you. But if there's anything maybe we want to see in these videos, also drop them in the comments so we could potentially add them. Or if there's any suggestions, we are open to it. But so with that, we will see you guys in the next one.